Hi, I'm back, and this is the yam, sweet potato, and potato salad, cold salad. And for your viewing convenience, I just speeded things up a little bit because I chopped the majority of the sweet potatoes, yams, and I have two more potatoes, half of a sweet potato yam, and half of a sweet potato. So let me show you another way. I'll show you the same way I did. So chop them into medallions. Turn the last piece over, chop it, and then turn it sideways, chop it. So let's get that. Chop it down the middle, turn it on its side, chop it down the middle. Voila. Okay, here's a second way you can do it. Just chop it in half, put the two halves down, chop, 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 chop. See how I'm doing it? I'm kind of like chopping them sideways. Now let's turn these sideways again, and then 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, now your yam here is going to be a little bit harder to cut, and you're going to cut those also into disc. I'm sure you guys didn't really want to see me cut yams and potatoes for like an hour. Okay, so cut that in half. Now you can cut it in half, or you can go 1, 2, 3. So I think I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And for some reason, sweet potato is a little bit easier to cut. Has more of the texture and moisture of a potato to me. So now see, I'm cutting it a little bit. So if you cut it a little bit smaller, that's fine. They're all going to cook up. Okay, get that in. Okay, let's do our yam, sweet potato, see? Now see, this cuts a lot more easier. Okay, so in half. 1, 2, 3. The 3 is meaning 3 pieces. So all we're going to do now, after I get this chopped up, we're going to put it right into the water. And it's not boiling, but it's very hot. So now with potatoes, unlike noodles, you have to bring it to a boil. So here we go. This is all there is to it. I might have to add some extra water here. Pour all that in, and that's going to cool the water down. Maybe not. All that in. Let's turn it back on to high. Clean this out. And then after this comes to a boil, what we're going to do is we're going to set the timer for about 2 minutes, and it does two things. Of course, it cooks the potatoes and the yams, but it also gets the starch out, which sometimes can goop potato salads up. So we're going to stand here and watch potatoes boil. Epic potato boiling episode. So I'll tell you what, let's do this. So I don't bore you to death with boiling potatoes, I'm going to have mercy on my viewers, and I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes, or here's what I'll tell you. Watch the potatoes. They'll come to a boil. Get a poker or a pointer stick like I have, and when the poker goes through them, find the biggest piece in the bunch. When you scoop it out, poke it through, and if it pokes through real nice, it's al dente. Take a piece out, bite it, see if that's the texture you would like to have it at. Because everyone's different. I wouldn't like crunchy, underdone potato salad, but poke it through. I will be back in a few, and because there's nothing better than watching potatoes boil. So I'll set the timer so I can give you an idea of what's going on. So I'm not just dropping cliffhanger. I'm never going to make the next video after this. You have to figure it out yourself. Okay, I'll be back in 3 minutes.